Shotgun snap, 3rd and 6. Time for Lamar Jackson. Intercepted, running down the field. That is Robert Spillane.
Hi everybody, I'm Missi Matthews with Robert Spillane to talk about another year with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Rob, kind of take me through what your process was like. Everybody's is a little bit different, and obviously you weren't an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah, this offseason, I knew essentially I was going to be back with the Steelers for next year. So my goal is just to get myself fully prepared for offseason workouts, training camp, etc. And I gave myself about a week or so after the season to let my body fully recover and rest. And I've been foot on the gas pedal since. So I'm excited to get back to Pittsburgh and to see the guys. Hopefully we'll have an offseason training workouts, and I'm just excited to get back.
What do you think you learned about yourself and what you can do in this league during that 2020 season, obviously stepping in and doing a great job when Devin Bush went down?
Yeah, I think more so other people learned about what I could do. I've always trusted my abilities and instincts, and I knew when I was given an opportunity that I would be able to produce. So I think that was more about proving people that didn't believe in me wrong, and I hope to continue to do that next season.
What is it going to be like not having Vince Williams? The unfortunate part of the business of the NFL is that things do change, and I'm sure that's somebody that you leaned on during that 2020 season.
Ever since I became a Pittsburgh Steeler, Vince is a guy that I looked up to, not just because of the teammate he is, but just about how he goes about his business. He's a guy that he might not talk the most, but just watching him work and watching him go through his processes, he does things the right way. So I have the utmost respect for a guy like Vince, and you never know. Like you said, it is a business and things happen, but you never know. He might end up being back a Steeler, so which is what I hope. I love playing with him. I love playing next to him, having him in the room. He's a great guy, so you never know.
What has this offseason been like for you? I know you said prior to this interview you're in Chicago and you're getting to spend some family time while also training.
Yeah, it means the world to me. Having 2 younger brothers that are playing high school football right now, and during a normal season I would never be able to go to their games and watch them play. So it means the world to be here for them and to be able to watch them play high school football, and be around family, is always very important to me. So it's good to be home, but like you said, the main goal is to stay ready and to stay training, and that's what I've been able to have, the best of both worlds, which is nice.
No one happy about the way the season ended, obviously. Do you give yourself time to kind of recharge, or have you already gone back and maybe looked at what went wrong in that wild card game, or go back and look at anything from the previous season?
Yeah, it definitely stung, and to go out any season without a championship is essentially a failed season. Even when you do other good things throughout the season, the one goal of any good organization is to come home with that trophy. So that's our goal last year. That'll be our goal this year. So whenever you don't reach that goal, it's a disappointment and a letdown. And I think we have a group of guys, especially coming back next year, who are dedicated to learning from our mistakes and growing together. And we have a huge foundation, a core group of guys that are willing to be honest with themselves and to look at the tape and to look at the whole season as a whole and break it down and go from there. And we have a lot of guys who are going to come back next year and be even better players that you thought were great players. So I'm looking forward to, like I said, getting back into Pittsburgh and seeing the guys again.
I wanted to ask you specifically about Tyson Alualu, kind of, the roller coaster of this offseason, thinking he's gone, he's really staying. What does it mean to have somebody like him staying with the team?
A family man, an anchor in the middle, a dominant defensive tackle, whatever you want to call him. He's a special person to me. Always walks around the building with a smile and, wants to help younger guys. So that's a guy that you love having on the team. And I'm glad that, Cam Hayward and Joe Hayden were able to, a little bit recruit him to stay. He had COVID, luckily, so he wasn't able to fly down to Jacksonville. Hopefully he's feeling much better and healthy. But Just hearing that news the other day that he was going to actually sign with the Steelers, I call my mom, Tyson's staying, like, so it's fun to hear that he'll be back with the Steelers next season.
Okay, Coach Tomlin always talks about splash plays, mainly on offense, but they can be on defense too. Going back for you personally, which splash play of yours last season is the one that you're always going to remember about the 2020 season?
Yeah, anytime you get a pick six, those are plays that you don't forget. Being able to score on defense is, like Coach Tomlin says, splash plays eliminate a lot of execution. So just being able to get points for our team and to set us up in a rival game. It was my second game ever starting as a linebacker. To set us up in the first drive with points scoring from our defense, that'll be something I'll never forget for sure.
Okay, and lastly for you, what's one thing you want to accomplish this offseason, football or non-football related, before you get back to the grind?
That's a good question. That's I don't necessarily have one specific goal. I want to become more of a complete person and player as in a whole. So that just becomes, it's football, but it's also being a better person, being a better teammate, being a better brother, being a better son to my parents, So it's not one thing in particular. It's just I want to continue to work on myself, not only football, but outside of football. So, and I think I've gotten off to a good start this offseason, so just continue where I'm at and good things will happen.
Okay, well, thank you so much for your time. We really appreciate it. Can't wait to see you back here in Pittsburgh.
Thanks, Missy. Have a good one.
What's up, Steelers Nation? It's TJ Watt. Welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers official YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe to our channel to stay up to date on everything going on in the Steel City. Thank you for being the best fans in football. Here we go.